Okay, well, here we are at the glorious Hattoji International Villa, and I'm just about to go down to the shops, and I thought I'd record a little bit of video going out of this place. Look at all these disgusting cars getting in the way. These lads, they don't ride their bikes, they just put their toy bikes on the back of their vans or on a trailer and say that they're going for a ride. And all they do is sit in traffic, go to a playground, take their toy bikes out of their vans and play in the mountains for an hour or so, then come back. They call that riding. Ah! Okay. So this is the first time I've used my FOD Sports communication device with my Insta360 X3. That's it, stay there please, Mr. Truck. So I can give you a bit of commentary as we go down this glorious access road. Definitely the way to come to Hattoji. Do not follow the navigation device, because it will take you up a horrible goat track. Had a friend one year, Gabby and Brad. Gabby, I think it was, hit a deer coming up that goat track because she'd followed the navigation or something. Not sure what she'd done, but yeah, hit a deer coming up that little track. Look at this glorious road. Also testing the new Hyper Pro springs I've put in front and back, and certainly there's less bounce in the rear, but you know, you can't expect just a spring to sort out all the bounce. You know, it's all about the damping really, and there's nothing I can do about the damping, or at least nothing I'm going to do about the damping. This is because, I don't know, it's just too much trouble, and I think what I've done is enough. I'm not riding circuits. But I do have to be careful in the corners still. Ooh. Oh, that was a bit bumpy. Of course, the stock suspension would have bottomed out completely there. I think, however, the front has really improved. Definitely at slow speed, you don't feel nearly as many of the bumps. Ooh, I love these bends. Uh-oh. You're kidding me. Is that rain? Oh, it's not going to rain, is it? Oh, I don't believe it. As soon as I get out, bloody rain starts. Unreal. I've got a quick shifter, but to be honest, I can't really get on with it. I tend to just do the shifts myself. Just feel, you know, don't really feel in control. Doesn't seem to do the shifts in exactly the way I want all the time. So it's one of those things that works really well at certain times, but not all the time. So at the end of the day, you've got to do your own thing anyway. Well, that was the access road. We're now on Route 90, heading into Kamigori, which is where the supermarket is. Woo, this is a lovely road. Oh, the spots of rain are getting heavier. This isn't good. Oh, what a nightmare. See, at these higher revs, the quick shifter works quite well. But I find it quite difficult as well. I instinctively let off the throttle, which you shouldn't do. You've got to let the computer do it. And it does work nicely. I don't know, I just can't get along with it. Yeah, that was a quick shift. That's a quick shift. So, you know, shifting down is quite nice sometimes, but not all the time. Can't really rely on it. Now this town we're going to, Kamigori, where the local supermarket is, and they've also got a pretty good burger joint. And I'm hoping for a nice burger for lunch. This weather's looking a bit iffy. Okay, see you later, Mr. Forrester. Ooh. Now that bump there, with the old suspension, oh boy, that would have freaked me out. But this, oh, a lot better. Still not 100% confidence inspiring. Oh, I feel it a bit bouncy there. Woohoo! Yeah, the quick shifter works a lot better at speed, or at high revs I should say, not necessarily at speed, but at high revs. Oh, scraped the boot there. Yeah, I've got these Guyana Dakar boots, and they're good boots, a bit on the stiff side, and one of the buckles has become a bit loose. Popped open 3 times on the way up here last night, so I'm not very impressed with that. I don't know, sounds like I'm complaining all the time, doesn't it? I think another thing with the front suspension, the front springs, of course it's a heavier weight oil, so the damping has been increased there. The front springs have cured a lot of the diving. The old ones used to dive a lot. Now it's pretty good. Heavy braking, it doesn't dive nearly as much. Also, when you fit those springs, you have to drop the stanchions in the yoke by, well, they say 10 millimeters. Now, I wasn't sure whether that was an additional 10 millimeters from what it already had, or 10 millimeters in total. It was already sticking out about 3 millimeters. So I did it 10 millimeters in total. Anyway, that's all for now. That's the lovely part of the road. We're just coming into the town now, so I'll say see you later. Thanks for watching. Well, after a little interlude at a, I don't know, flower growing park, I don't know what he said it was, but invited me in to have a look at the flowers that haven't bloomed because of the weather being so chilly recently. Unusually chilly for the time of year. Anyway, after that little interlude, I'm back on the road, and I'm actually going up the goat track, the aforementioned goat track. I haven't done the whole of the goat track, but I thought, well, let's go and have a look how bad it is. You know, I don't think it's so terribly bad, except when you're coming down here at night and there are deer on the road, or if you're one of those guys who likes to put his toy bike in the back of his van, you try and come down here in your big van, it can be, yeah, quite an eye-opener. Anyway, we're not too far from Hattoji Villa. Yeah, it doesn't seem so bad here, this road, but trust me, it gets a lot narrower and steeper and tighter bends. There's quite a network of dirt roads up in these hills. This is why the guys bring their toy bikes to play here. Strictly speaking, they shouldn't really be up in the hiking trails, but I think that's where they like to go. Well, this road is, so far, a lot better than I remember it. In fact, it's quite fun. Oh, hang on a minute. Don't recognize this. Bit further out than I expected. Ah, yes. It's going to get narrower once I turn off this road. I'm going to find it gets very narrow and twisty. Still, I quite like that kind of road. Here we go. Ooh, what a switchback. Oh, and dirty, as expected. Yes, coming up here in your high ace van is no fun. I think if it were me, I'd be turning around. Oh, look at these switchbacks. Woohoo! No guardrail. Ooh. Bit scary. Hope I don't meet a high ace van coming the other way, fully loaded with 3 bikes in it. Ooh. Oh, that's quite fun. I quite like that little road. I like that little... There's a fixer-upper. Loads of those kind of houses sitting vacant. People think, oh my god, look at that, I can get a house for next to nothing. And sure, you'll get the house for next to nothing, but it'll cost you a hell of a lot of money to fix it up. And most of the time, people dump all their shit in there because they don't want to take it with them, and end up you have to pay a fortune to get rid of all this junk. So, not the immediate gift you might think. Well, here we are, back on the access road. And back to Hattoji Villa. Oh, what a wonderful village this is. What a view. And here's our holiday home. What a wonderful place. I do love coming here. All the cars bloody well spoil it though. Especially this one, parked right in front of the view. Ah dear, what can you do, eh? What can you do? Tell you what though, I'm gonna take my parking space. Thank you very much. That'll do me. Okay, signing out, viewers. Thanks for watching.